Imagine you are asked this question during your interview. What is your salary expectation? How would you respond? Today, I'll show you how to handle this question like a pro. Hi, my name is Matt Chung, and I'm an executive search consultant at Pinpoint Asia and your career coach. Today, I will share with you what I believe is the best way to handle the topic of salary discussion, salary expectation during your interview. Just to clarify, I am not referring to your salary negotiation stage after you have finished the interview process and the employer has expressed their decision to hire you or make an offer. I'm referring to the case when you are asked for your salary expectation during the interview before any decision has been made. And there is a number of things that you have to consider when answering this question. Number one, there is no advantage in giving them a number now. First, you're probably already stressed and pressured because you are in an interview and you want to make sure that you do a good job. But more importantly, there is a good chance that you do not have much information about the role, the responsibilities, and challenges, especially if this question comes up towards the beginning of the process. And so, how can you come up with an accurate expectation when you do not even have these necessary information? And you need to remember that when you give any particular figure, you are basically committing to it. Because if you later change your mind, they may say or think that, oh, you asked for an X amount before, why are you changing your mind now? Are you being greedy? Is it all about money? And etc., which will not leave a positive impression during your salary negotiation. And also, if you give an expectation that is too high, you may turn them off or scare them off, especially when the employer does not have much information about you. They don't know you very well. And if you give them a number that is too low, it'll be a disadvantage to you during your salary negotiation. Therefore, there is virtually zero benefit for you to give them a number and thus commit to a particular figure at this stage. Number two, delay the salary discussion as much as possible. You do not want to talk about your salary expectation too early on in the interview process because you will not have leverage. What you want to do is to discuss it towards the end of the interview process or even afterwards when the employer would have invested a lot of time on you already and ideally have expressed a level of interest in you or even expressed their decision to make you an offer. You will have much more leverage this way. This is negotiation 101. Number three, be professional and pleasant. You do not want to sound rude or unpleasant when answering this question. It is just like any tough question. Your ability to handle difficult topics and difficult situations is a sign of your level of professionalism and maturity. You do not want to respond and say something like, I don't want to talk about it, or just talk to my recruiter. This may make you seem a bit rude or dismissive, which is definitely not what you want to do. You also do not want to say things like, I'm open to anything, or I am very flexible, or I have never really thought about it. You don't want to seem like you have no idea what you want or come across too desperate. Instead, this is how I would respond. What's most important for me is finding the right opportunity and environment where I can add value and grow. I would be happy to consider any reasonable and competitive salary you have in mind for me based on my experience and expertise. Or, what's most important for me is to make sure that I find the right opportunity and environment where I can grow with the firm long term. I'm open to considering any fair and reasonable compensation based on my experience and how much value you believe I will add to the team. Now, this achieves the following. First, it shows that you are not someone who is all about money. You are going after the more important things, such as long term, the right role, right career, and etc. And you do not mention or commit to any number at this point. And you're looking for what's reasonable. And who is going to say no to that? It makes you look like you have given it a serious consideration. And lastly, and very importantly, you will look smart. Now, how about the case when the interviewer or the HR keeps asking you for a particular number? Now, this does not happen often. Most of the times, if you answer in the way that I just shared with you, they will not push further. But in the rare cases that they do, you can say something like that you haven't really thought about the exact figure yet, and therefore you will think about it and get back to them later. By doing this, you are not giving any number, and therefore you're not committing to anything on the spot. And you can take the time to carefully consider the compensation that you're looking for, discuss with your family or friends, and or even talk to your recruiter to strategize if you are working with one, and etc. Now, compensation is not everything when it comes to deciding your next career move. Having said that, securing a reasonable salary that you truly deserve is certainly a worthy goal. By handling your salary discussion in this way during the interview, you will not only be able to avoid having to answer this important question under pressure, but you will also be able to position yourself in such a way that you'll be able to negotiate your compensation at a later stage when you'll be that much better informed and have much more leverage. Really hope this is useful. If you like this video, I would really appreciate it if you could click the like button below and subscribe to our channel. We will do our best to bring you new and highly relevant content every week. Thank you so much for watching and hope you have an amazing day today. Bye for now.